Bump bump in my trunk, bump bump. Hello everyone, Ryan here, and I'm just going to be doing a track review of the new Brockhampton track titled Gummy. Brockhampton are a self-proclaimed American boy band. They have like 15 members or something like that. It's pretty crazy. They're a huge collective. They put out one of my favorite albums of the year so far with Saturation. It's technically a mixtape, but I love that album. I think it's just so creative, and everything that they do with their beats is so unique, and they have a huge amount of potential with what they do with their sound. And yeah, a lot of people are already saying that album's already overrated because, of how much hype it's had, because it's had a huge amount of hype. Like the internet just like went crazy over this album. So yeah, I loved it though. A lot of people have loved it as well. This new track though, I don't know. I don't know. Gummy is just meh for me. One thing I come to Brockhampton for is the eclectic beats and the amazing verses from each member. There's so many members that they bring such a variety of word, like lyrics and wordplay to the table. This track, none of them stand out at all. Like Kevin Abstract's first verse is so like underwhelming. Nothing stands out for me. There are no one-liners. He always has a great amount of one-liners just like scattered across his verses. This one has nothing for me. And then he even does a hook on this track, which I find a little boring too. Don McGlennon comes in with a third verse. Yeah, again, he's usually lively as hell. This time he's just so low key and so subtle that I'm just kind of like, okay. I'm just a bit underwhelmed with him. Amir does come in with the good verse, so I like his vocals on the second verse. He sounds great, I think. That's my favorite part of the song. But yeah, like I said, the hook, the kind of there's a West Coast kind of sound in this song as well, with the in the background, and that really grates on my ears. And usually I love that kind of stuff in like that G-funk sound in hip hop, but it just sticks in my head, and it's the only thing I can focus on. Like it's just there, and I just can't get into it at all. Yeah, the outro is a little messy too. I've got to say the outro was kind of a bit all over the place. The beat to this song is kind of like slow and a bit, it's kind of okay, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling it at all. I'm just not like ready for it. When it's on, I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay. If this had made it onto Saturation, this would have been my least favorite track. My least favorite was Fake, and a lot of people love Fake. I can see why. I just found the chorus of that song a little annoying. But if this was on the album, this is definitely worse than Fake. Would have easily been my least favorite track. I'm disappointed with this actually, and it's a bit worrying as well because I think this is going to be on the next album, and the next album's supposed to be out soon. But it's so soon after Saturation that it's like, are we oversaturated already with their music? Are they gonna like burn out because they've released an album too quickly after their first one? Because that's a big issue in hip hop. We tend to want to rush out new music from our rappers and hip hop artists, and it's like, no, you gotta wait and put out your best material. Tyler created it, and he waited a few years and he got it right. Frank Ocean like waited 4 years. I know he's R&B, but it's still like we waited 4 years and put out one, an album that people absolutely love. So it's like you've just sometimes got to wait and don't overdo it. And I think this is a worrying track for me because I'm not sure if this is going to be a good follow-up album, but we'll have to see. Maybe it'll grow on me by then. But I don't know. Let me know what you think of this track, if you like Brockhampton, and what you think of Saturation as well. And have